Hi War Tempest family, I'm Stephen and I'm at the Maison de l'Horlogerie in Geneva. This is where Corum has been exhibiting at Geneva Watch Days. It's where it's been presenting its latest creation, a very special, unique piece. Let's check it out. Well, that watch in question is a very special edition of the Golden Bridge, which over the past 5 decades has been an icon, not just for Corum, but for contemporary watchmaking. And here to tell me about it is Boon Chong-soon, the Vice President of Corum. Thanks for joining us, Boon.
Thank you, Stephen. Yes, actually, the Golden Bridge itself has actually been an icon of the watch industry since almost 1980. So that's almost for 50 years of history in the industry itself, being still the only timepiece in the industry to have a linear baguette movement. So that was actually the brainchild of Mr. Vincent Calabrese back in 1977, where he won the Geneva Invention Prize. But throughout that time, there was really no one that was really willing to take a risk together with him to develop further his concept until he met Mr. René Banvat. And then since then, they spent almost 3 years together to further develop the movement and to really launch the Golden Bridge, the very first Golden Bridge in 1980. But through the years as well, the movement has actually evolved, the models have actually evolved until also this year where we are actually launching the Golden Bridge Serpent, or the snake. And this particular model itself is very different, because it's being launched in time for next year. And next year being also the 70 years of Corum. So, and also in Chinese zodiac, the year of the snake. Why did we choose a snake? Okay, there's a lot of various reasons, but the key reason also behind it is actually the snake is actually a symbol for creative life force, a symbol of transformation, a symbol of rebirth.
And here we can see that the actual construction, or the configuration of the movement, lends itself brilliantly to the application of artistic crafts.
I definitely agree also, because if you look at the history of the Golden Bridge over the years, we have done a lot of different models also, even whether it's in enamel dials, hand engraving, with hand paintings, and so on. This is really about artisanship. And this particular piece also goes even further, because it lends about 100 hours of hand engraving artisanship into creating the snake itself, and also the foliage that goes behind it, and on top of that, the hand painting by using enamel to go further. So it's again really what we believe in also at Corum, that if we really look at the history of the brand itself, it's really about being creative, about trying to do handcrafting exquisite pieces. In fact, the snake itself is just one of the examples of what we have done in recent years. We have done obviously with the dragon. We have in fact also in past year did a special piece for a client with an arowana fish that is as a microstructure. So it really goes again to show that we are really trying to do something special for special people.
And of course, we can see this miniature work of art so clearly because of the tonneau case, which has transparent crystals on 4 sides.
So this case actually, for us, the Golden Bridge has always been about transparency, has always been about being open. So on the 4 sides as well, there's 4 sapphire crystals. So you can see actually from the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. And from the sides of the case itself, you can actually see how the snake actually wraps around the movement without touching the movement. So that is again really exquisite. Really talk about really exquisite hands to really be able to do it. And to achieve that as well, we actually work with a few different suppliers, a few key partners around the La Chaux-de-Fonds region, because we believe that watchmaking started by working with different partners around you. So this is what we want to continue on also as part of our corporate social responsibility. So these are really artisanal works of art. That you can see in a watch that is not even like the size of painting.
Boon, thanks for explaining all of that. That's fascinating stuff, and it's been a pleasure discovering it with you.
Thank you, Stephen, and it's really a pleasure to be able to show this to everybody. Thank you.